Bajan energy here. So this is soupbowl Bathsheba St. Joseph, east of the island of Barbados, you know. You really can't get a good feel how big the waves are. This little small that guy is in terms of that foam to that wave. Because when you're so far out, you don't really see. These waves are about, let me say, when the sky stands it, they're about 5 to 6 feet. Probably gonna have a little surf, but I can show y'all the springs that we got here. So I can take you out all that. You got the whole coast. That's north of the island. Barclays Park, a lot of reserves, a lot of forests, and not really forests, but a lot, you know, how should I say, not urban, it's country. The spring I want to show you is up behind here. There are a couple of tributaries that come out, so I can walk up here. I haven't been here in a while to this spring because it wasn't really a spring to me. There's more like a river that comes down. I think further up there's also Joe Rivers, and you can see remnants of the train tracks. So I can go out here and see what I could do. So here is like one of the gullies or the gutters where waters run out from top of the, where Bathsheba or soupbowl hills is it really downhill from a lot of places. So I can't remember if the entrance is that way or is this way through these residential areas. So we're gonna go out here and take a look and see. As you can see, the roads here really bad with the amount of water that comes through. There's a lot of movement here. Someone brought this to my attention the other day. You know, someone cooking. So I want to bring to someone's attention this purslane. It usually grows on the east of the island. Inside of it, it looks like how aloe looks. So that part there is very salty. People use it sometimes in salads to add a little flavor, but mainly people cook with it because it's a natural source of salt. It absorbs a lot of salt from the sea and the earth. So alright, we're at the top now. Down here is where Bathsheba is, and this is all the way where we came up. So if you listen carefully, you can actually hear the spring water. Just gotta see if I could get or find my way inside. Alright, gotta try and locate this track. It's been a while. So actually I've come around. It was the bottom entrance where I first showed y'all, but we'd have to come up over this hill because the road actually leads in this person's property here. So I'm gonna try better to find this track, and if you look carefully here in the distance, you see water is running over here, and this is where it's coming from. Alright, so we're inside. We're at the bottom. Obviously water here is not clean because there's a lot of refuge and vegetation here, so I actually have to find where it's coming out from. Tracking it seems a little bit more difficult than expected. Here's the head. So you see, this is what I wouldn't really call a spring. Some people call it a spring, but the water comes and runs through the surface. At several points here, slightly there, right here, and from up here. Look carefully, you will notice water is trickling down there. So as I said, this is not what I would consider a spring. It might be a spring, further up. But we don't know where this water is coming from. But one thing, this water flows constantly, so it's definitely a tributary, not a tributary. What do you call it? Let me just call it a creek, run down from where the spring source is at. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people throw a lot of their trash and everything runs into the gully. People necessarily don't throw it into the gully. Sometimes it runs from, you know, from through storms and whatnot. They wash everyone's trash right into the gullies, and then they go out into the sea. Exactly what a lot of people are trying to prevent. So let me see if I can track it all the way down. Let's see where it actually comes out on the road or the beach. Oh, a lot of trash and branches washing from the storm. You definitely don't want to slip and twist your ankle here. All right. So it just runs into the sea. So this water, there was no rain at all. It's a bright sunny day. So we know for a fact this water isn't just any rainwater where it's starting to just draining. This is water that's fallen over time and it's slowly draining through the rocks. Yes, before we said that it's not a spring, it's just a creek from a spring, or as it flows down into the sea. I don't want to call it a stream because it's not big enough. Yeah, and it just runs in the sea constantly. This is the water that we're not catching. I'm gonna take my tongue here because it looks a little bit mossy. We gonna go down. Oh my gosh, I nearly slipped and fell. And at this flow, just runs in between 24 hours. And just sorry for repeating it so much. It just blows my mind. So I have this stick because there are a lot of cobwebs here because not a lot of people come through here. Look how old this is. This is built longer than I ever known about Barbados, and most of y'all as well too. Slipped there just now, but I'm good. You gotta know how to guard yourself from falling. Expect falls. Do not think you're just going to be safe. You gotta look for the risk. So this is where it comes out. Pretty dirty, yeah? All the soil and vegetation and all the trash it ran through did that. That was running out there by that rock. Just in front of the road, you see? I'm gonna see if I can get over here now. Climb down. Give me a minute, we'll be right back. Okay, so we gotta pull in back, balance and out. I won't advise anybody to do this. The rock is right there, and that's where we're heading to. Alright, so I made it. Just wasn't prepared for that, so I had to psych up myself and concentrate on what I was doing. It's kind of an uphill too, so. But yeah, just look. This is how long these things have been in Barbados. Years. When railway tracks used to be here. Just because people that were here before left here and we are free doesn't mean that we just can just ignore everything that we need to upkeep. It's our country. So we're gonna make sure that we protect these resources. This runs in the water 24/7. And this is, as you all can see from my channel, one of the many springs that just run into the water. Furthermore, this runoff might be further up from one of the springs that are in my video. So we're at St. Joseph. Most probable spring that this can run is a tributary from probably Pot House. Or even the other spring I showed y'all guys in my other video just behind the school. Yeah, but right here on the beach, look, Bajan Energy, this is it here. Little pools, look, people come to enjoy them. The little dipping pools I take out and show you. So even, you know, some people can't swim and East Coast is rough. You just gotta think and plan how you're gonna do your beach day. You come on a low tide, you find one of these pools and you just relax in it, you know. So many people who've come back and walk the beach have seen this. Just think it's dirty, stagnant water. It can't be, because further up we saw how clear it is. This is just spring water and surface water that's constantly running into the sea. Yeah, when we have big storms, what it does, it takes all the mud, all the farmers, animals, refuge, trash, vegetation. But look at the energy, how beautiful it is. I built dipping pools where you can sit in. Why? Because they're protected by this rift of rock. And again, low tide. So I'll be this side of the Caribbean. We're the furthest into the Atlantic, and this side of the island, the east, faces all the Atlantic. That's where we got all of this. Clear the water is. Water got a little bit rougher towards the Atlantic, so you know, can't really control nature. Look at that view. On low tide, East Coast, I believe, has one of the longest coastal beaches you can walk uninterrupted in Barbados. West Coast is long as well, but a lot of hotels in between, and the South definitely a lot of hotels in between. It's in Phillip, there are a lot of cliffs, but this part that faces the Atlantic, all the way here from Bathsheba, all the way up to Bartley's Park, past at St. Andrew and Walkers, you can walk all the way up. One day I'm going to do a walk where I'm going to walk from Bathsheba and maybe have a friend, because so far take their car over there first and then we're going to walk back down, and then we'll have to use the car, go back up. So that's something got a plan, so definitely that video will take a little bit. So guys, enjoy this. Bathsheba energy out Bathsheba soupbowl, east coast of Barbados. It's our country. Come to her anytime. You can enjoy the cool water coming out the spring. If you head up there, chill the beach underneath the trees, or just simply have a surf like me. So Bathsheba energy out. Look at me for my next videos. Hopefully I can start traveling soon. See what the world brings.